Alyssa, I don't like you. I think you are spoiled. I think you are irrational. I think your behavior is disgusting. And I think your family and friends should be very embarrassed. They should have found a better match for Chris, and you are not it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Dom Lovely, your source for all celebrity entertainment news from my point of view. And today we are discussing Married at First Sight, episode 4. All right, so guys, let's just go ahead and get into the review. A lot to unwrap here. I will say that I am very annoyed with you-know-who, Alyssa, and her behavior. But let's go ahead and get into the full review, you guys, because several things happened on this episode. So all of the couples are in their hotel suites and they're, getting comfortable with each other. And we see Noi and Steve, which I think they are so cute, you guys. They have so many things in common. They seem to be so compatible. But I keep thinking about the fact that Steve does not have a job and how that's going to be a problem, obviously, for most women. Noi makes it very clear that she does want children, and she's trying to figure out how Steve is going to go about making sure that he can take care of the family. Lindsay and Mark. So Lindsay says she is ready to tell Mark everything. I appreciate Lindsay being, transparent as it relates to her mom and her situation. She does tell Mark that her mom did tell somebody through email that she was not coming to the wedding, and then she commits to say some really terrible things about Lindsay. If I had to imagine their relationship, it's probably like oil and water, because Lindsay could be a lot too. So perhaps her and her mom, they just don't get along. They don't see, they don't like each other is what I'm gathering. But hopefully there is some love there. Mark does open up a little bit about his mom to Lindsay and let Lindsay know that ever since his dad died, that, his mom has experienced some depression, and she would not get out of bed, would not want to get dressed. And so that's a lot that he's dealing with. And he did have some concerns that whoever he married, how they would approach that situation. But Lindsay seems to, be very understanding. And I will say, the first episode, I did have a lot of reservations about Lindsay and Mark, but they are definitely growing on me as a couple. And I just like Mark. I like Mark so much. He just seems really down to earth, very easy to get along with. And that's probably what Lindsay needs at this point. So then we see all of the couples, they're in the hotel, and Jasmina is with Michael, and they're talking about her new last name, which is so cute. What is her last name now, you guys? Jasmina Marenzi. So that's cute. And we see Katina and Elijah together having a moment. Side note, Elijah, those undies. Yeah, cameraman, why did you zoom in on those weird undies that Elijah had on? Anyway, we'll keep moving on. The triggers started happening for me, you guys, because we see Chris and Alyssa in their hotel, and he's pretty much like, so, you want to talk about it? What can I do to help the situation? And she's like, no, it's late. Let's just discuss it in the morning and get clear heads. Meanwhile, he's looking confused as hell, as are the viewers. Dare you judge somebody based on their looks, and you are not even that cute. Alyssa is okay at best. She's just okay. She's not really that attractive, in my opinion. And I hated the way that the cameras kept zooming in on Mark's teeth. Every time she talked about she wanted somebody, every time she said she wanted somebody with perfect teeth, they would zoom in on his teeth. And that just kept annoying me because, why are you guys like giving her reasons? Alyssa had in her mind that she wanted some tall cowboy, some contestant on The Bachelor or something like that. And I'm trying to, be in her shoes, because I understand attraction is very important, but she talked about them not having the same goals and core values and characteristic traits. You didn't even get a chance to know him before you just decided that he was not your type. She just seems so bothered by his presence and his energy, almost like he was just something just disgusting and sticky that she wanted to get off of her. Just very trifling, and I hope her family is embarrassed by her actions. We talk about Mark and Lindsay being very comfortable with each other, being very compatible, and I can see that there's some playfulness there, and it's a real attraction, you guys. Lindsay seems to be very safe around Mark, and Mark's still getting to know her, and so they kind of balance each other out in that regard. So in the hotel suite, Katina and Olajuwon do discuss their past, not sure why, while we're talking about our past sex lives. And she seems to have some concerns about Olajuwon's past and how many women he's had and how he slept with several different women. And, he kind of asked about her, and she was like, yeah, I was that chick. I would, have me a little one-night stand here and there or whatever. I wouldn't have disclosed that. But she did, and he was fine with it, and they kind of, they went along from there. Alyssa is saying that she does not feel good about what transpired between her and Mark, and just says that they don't have good vibes, okay? So we see the next morning where everybody is meeting with friends and family. Mark meets with Alyssa's people, her mom and sister, and basically, he's telling them, she's not attracted to me. She says there's no good vibes here. What do you all think? And the mom is almost like she's taken aback. Well, your daughter. You can't be that surprised. You know how surface she is. But you know what? The mom thinks that, did I say Mark or Chris? We're talking about Chris, sorry. The mom thinks that Chris is a good man for Alyssa and that they should just give it a little bit more time. And the sister says the same thing. And I'm like, are y'all talking about the same person? Because Alyssa seems like she wants to be out of this situation immediately. She does not want to be involved at all. That's what she's giving. Noi meets with Steve's parents, and she's just so grateful that she has found somebody that she feels like she connects with. But Steve's dad does bring up the fact that, he's not working and wants to know how she plans to handle that. I mean, that's a loaded question. They just met. So if I'm married at first sight to a man, and again, the experts, I tell them what I want. They know I want a family. They know I want children. They should know that I want a man that works. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is Noi and Steve, they just have that thing to me. They're gelling. They almost seem like they're falling in love for real. And so I don't know what's going to happen as it relates to Steve and, the whole job thing, because they do have that conversation on the honeymoon. And he's like, well, we'll just have to play by ear and see where I am and see where we are before I start to make any decisions about taking a full-time job. Say what now? I mean, Steve? Surely you're going to go to work, right? Yes. Nod your head. Okay. Olajuwon meets Katina's friends. Katina's homeboy was not playing with Olajuwon. Her friends, her women friends were nice enough with him, but her guy friends saw the writing on the wall. Basically saw that Olajuwon was with the games, with the foolery, and he called him out on it. And he said, yeah, it's one thing to be, wanting to try something different, try something new, but we're talking about a marriage here. And Olajuwon did get a bit offended, like, hold on, bruh. Okay, I know we're married, and so I'll handle that. And then later on in the episode, he makes a comment like, I don't have to appease no man. I don't have to fall in line with what no man is telling me to do, blah, blah, blah. Olajuwon, I can tell you're really into Katina, but I hope it's just not surface level. I really do. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Just wanted to remind you that I am your virtual Avon representative. My information is in the link below. Drop down and take a look at my online Avon store. You'll be happy you did. So we see Jasmina meeting with Michael's sisters, and of course they want to know, did you guys consummate the marriage? And she says they did not. One thing that I've learned with watching Married at First Sight is a lot of these couples will say that they did not consummate, and then we find out that they consummated the marriage. So who knows what really happened, but I think it's interesting that Michael's sisters do, he sees the worst in a lot of situations. So, she needs to continue to be positive, and that's something that she needs to be aware of, which to me, that's a character flaw. You need to go into things being very optimistic and not seeing the worst in a situation. We see Michael meeting with Jasmina's mom and sisters, and he can feel the heat off of Jasmina's mom. He says that she is very direct and she's giving him the eye as to say, you know what, kind of not feeling you. What she said is that he's coming off as very surface level. And, she wants to get to know more of him. And I don't know why that scares Michael. It's like, you're marrying my daughter. I know it's married at first sight, but can you be more open? Can you be more transparent? Because right now you're just giving me surface. So yeah, I do think that Jasmina, you guys, all these names, Jasmina and Michael are a good fit. I just think that they need some time to get to know each other, just like any regular relationship. And I think they could be okay. Their gift set, and so where are they going? Where are they going for the honeymoon? Well, they're going to Puerto Rico. Hey, Puerto Rico. Hey. And so everybody's pretty excited. Even Alyssa and Chris, they open up their gift basket. And let me tell you, honey, something switched with Alyssa because she became very excited about going on that damn trip. She sure did. She was like, yeah, we can go and kind of play it out and see how, it's going to be, because I still want us to go through the experience, meaning you still want to go on that trip, that free trip. But let me tell you something, when they got there, even when they were getting on the bus, even when they were loading up in the airport, Alyssa was nowhere around Chris. They were not together as a unit. They were not, strolling their luggage together. No, she was doing her own thing. She was on the bus with the people, not even, bothered about where the hell Chris was. Speaking of the bus, y'all, what the hell happened? Well, apparently Lindsay said something about, we're going to Puerto Rico. Who speaks Spanish? You speak Spanish? You speak Spanish? And Olajuwon was like, well, I speak a little bit of Spanish, but not a whole lot. And he said that Lindsay got a little bit aggressive with him, like, no, you need to speak Spanish. You're in their native language, speaking their language. And apparently he went off and said, you don't tell me, don't worry about me, worry about your own husband, and you don't need to be telling people what to speak, what language to speak when we go on our honeymoon. It's none of your business. Honestly, you guys, to keep it all, 100, I know Lindsay probably is a lot, but I think in that moment, she probably was just playing around. It wasn't that deep. I think that she probably, had got a little bit annoying, and Olajuwon was doing the most. But yeah, I tend to believe her version when she said, okay, what you want to do, fight me or what? I think she was just being Lindsay, being way too much. And she said that he did start kind of like posturing, like, what's up? Listen, it wasn't filmed, so we don't know for sure. But what I do know is when I got back to the hotel, and, because her and Mark decided to take separate vehicles. What I do know is that when Mark brought his ass to that damn group, and they were having a conversation, I did not appreciate him throwing his wife under the bus. I don't give a damn if you just met me 2 hours ago. You don't need to be coming to apologize on my behalf. And I hate that, because we should be a united front. So what he should have done is waited until Lindsay felt comfortable and then approach the group as a married couple. But no, you decided to take your behind over to the group and make all of these apologies on her behalf, which, I understand trying to, get temperatures down and be a part of the group, but Lindsay should have been with him. And I don't appreciate the fact that, he told the group, yeah, because, she can take things all the way to 10. And I keep trying to tell her, Linz, calm down, Linz. Not cool. Not cool at all. Mark is a nice guy and I like him a lot, but he comes off as a people person. And I can't stand, not a people person, a people pleaser. And I cannot stand a people pleaser. He seems like he likes to have a good old time and wants to be friends with everybody. And while Lindsay probably was getting aggravated, I do believe that Olajuwon probably took that thing to the next level because none of the other men were doing the most like Olajuwon. Michael didn't say a damn thing. Steve didn't say anything. So yeah, I think Olajuwon probably did the most, and I feel like Mark should not have, gone to the group and apologize on Lindsay's behalf. Let her apologize herself if that's what she chooses to do. Michael feels like, whenever he meets a group of people, he automatically feels like at some point there's going to be conflict. There's going to be, a heated discussion, a difference of opinions, and I'm a realist. So that's how I feel. There's going to be some conflict. Jasmine is like, no, we'll have to disagree on that because I kind of feel like, as long as you respect everybody's personal space, I can, see where conflict should not be an issue. I look at things from a different scope, from a different perspective. I don't just immediately assume that there will be conflict in a situation. So I can see where what his sisters were saying is now coming into place, and we'll see how Jasmina addresses those types of issues going forward. The final conversation with Alyssa and Chris, you guys. If I could just... Not even Alyssa, but the experts, okay? Because I feel like when you guys are doing all this background screening and personality assessment on these people, you can feel somebody's vibes, okay? And when you're thinking in your mind, when you're thinking about Alyssa and Chris, okay, Alyssa and Chris are having a conversation because at this point, Chris is a little pissy, okay? His patience has worn off and he wants some damn answers, and I don't blame him. So they're on the balcony and Chris is like, so, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to have the conversation? Because I feel like you've kind of thrown in the towel. I don't ever really feel like you were ever present. And of course she's like, no, that's not true at all. Are you questioning me? Are you saying I'm lying? Like I told you, the chemistry isn't there. We're just not that compatible. I heard a lot of things, there were a lot of things said, and you said some things to my family, and that's not right. I wouldn't do that to you with all her BS, because that's exactly what it was, BS. Her family asked Chris a question and he answered. He told them the truth. And he said, well, should I have lied? Because he's right. Now you're trying to play me. What's that word he used, guys? What did he say? Not snowball me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now you're trying to, make me seem like I'm crazy. No, you don't feel me. You don't like the way I look. You're trying to come up with all these other reasons why you don't feel like we're compatible, and that's just the thing. You've decided in your mind you're not going to give me a chance for whatever reason, so you want to make up the fact that I told your family the truth about our situation, and now you want to say an additional reason is because my friends have told you in the past that I'm a bit of a preacher and I can sometimes, have a hard opinion on my stance. Girlfriend, cut the crap. I wish Chris would just shut her down and say, you know what? I'm done. Thank you, Lifetime. Thank you, Married at First Sight. Thank you, experts. But no, thank you. This person does not like me. She does not want to be in a room with me. She does not want to be married to me. So let's just go ahead and cut it there. But he still is being optimistic. And when this happens, I wonder, is production telling these people, kind of hang in there? We still need to film? Because any rational person, anybody with common sense would be like, nah, bruh. She don't like me. She's not feeling me. This is not working out. You guys get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell. And yes, I do get a little bit in my feelings about some of these characters on this show. They just take me there, y'all. They just take me there. All right, guys. I also do not forget that I am your virtual Avon representative. This is one of my favorite products. It is the Rice Bright Water Foam Cleanser. It actually works really great on my skin. I use it every day. You guys drop down in the comments or click down below. You'll see the link to my Avon online store. Also, I love the Avon A New Vitamin C Serum. I use it on my face every day. Because I have diabetes, you guys, I get like dark blotches on my face. So I use this brightener serum and it works wonders. I love it so much. All right, guys, that's all I got. We'll talk again soon. Bye.